Hello, my name is Joen de las Piñas, and today I'll be discussing to you about the IMG membership orientation. Actually, many years back, about 20 years ago, my life changed because someone talked to me about a company I never heard before in my life. And I listened to a person I never met before in my life. But today, my life changed because of that particular event. Today, I should be able to try my best to be able to give to you what I learned many years back. And I hope you can learn as much as you can. Let me talk to you about the changing future. Nowadays, life is very challenging. If you notice, a lot of people actually retire poor. Not because they don't work very hard. They actually work very hard, but they lack financial education. A lot of people work in big companies thinking that they will never be laid off. But actually, a lot of people get laid off. They just change the name. Instead of calling it layoff, they now call it something better. They now call it redundancy. They now call it early retirement. But in reality, a lot of people lose their job. You want to make sure that you want to create wealth for your families. You want to make sure you prepare for this. I want to teach you to take control of your future. You got to learn how to control your future. No one else can teach you to make sure you become wealthy. Today, I will teach you this important word that you will understand we call do-it-yourself. Basically, if you want to become wealthy, you need to learn how to do it yourself. You cannot expect your employer to make you wealthy. You cannot expect your union to make you wealthy. You cannot expect your friends to make you wealthy. If you want to become wealthy, you're right. You got to learn how to do it yourself. The future is basically in your hands. You got to make sure that if you want to become wealthy, you need to understand how money works. And no one else is going to teach you about how money works except yourself. You got to learn how to become your own money manager. And guess what? How do you become your own money manager? Well, you got to learn how to do it yourself. Of course, IMG will guide you, will teach you. But at the end of the day, you got to learn how to do it yourself. You got to learn how to create a financial foundation for your family to make sure that you become wealthy and become successful. You got to understand protection, savings, removing your debts. But who will create your financial foundation? The only person that can create your financial foundation is your right. You got to learn how to do it yourself. IMG will guide you, will teach you exactly how to do it, but you got to learn that if you want to become wealthy, you got to do it yourself. Let me go to the next slide, and it's a new world of possibilities. Nowadays, people understand the membership platform. People from all walks of life know that if they are part of any kind of membership, they're able to save money. They're able to learn a lot of things. Let me give you some example. You know, in the U.S., you have what you call Costco. In the Philippines, you have SNR. You have Landers. And a lot of people join this company because they know they're able to save when they become a member. In fact, in hotel, there are hotel membership. And hotel membership basically also allows you to save money if you're a member with that particular company. Many out there nowadays, even SM has what you call SM Advantage, which is actually allowing you to create points to be able to save. It's also a membership system. IMG is one of these companies right now that has a platform of a membership, but our key is for you to be able to become wealthy by giving you financial education, giving you a lot of information so that you will become successful, and you got to learn how to do it yourself. Let me ask you, do you know how money works? You know, if you want to become wealthy, you got to learn how money works. Because if you don't know how money works, then money will never work for you. There's two kinds of person in this world. You work for the money, or you let money work for you. Now, when you have a job, you work for the money. But later on, you got to learn how to let money work for you. A lot of people are confused about, what do you mean, John, by money working for you? Well, a lot of people sometimes see wealthy people, they're not really doing anything, but how come they still have money? It's because even if you don't do anything, if you understand how money works, money will work for you. Now, it's very good when money is working for you. Why? Because money doesn't get sick. Money doesn't go on vacation. Even on New Year or holiday, money works. In fact, during crisis time, when no one has a work, but money would still continue to work for you. Money will not send you a note that today I'm on leave, no interest for your money. No. When money is working for you, money doesn't stop working all the time for you. There's only one problem if you want to let money work for you. Money will never work for you if you don't have any money. So the most important thing that we need to study is you got to learn how money works. And this is something very simple to understand. And today, I should be able to guide you exactly how to understand money works. And in a certain way, my life changed because of this. And I hope that in a few minutes, I will be able to guide you and totally let you understand that a lot of people think that understanding how money works is complicated. No, it's not. It is very simple. Within the next 5 minutes, if you listen to me, I'll be able to teach you exactly how money works. Let me start with what we call the X curve. The X curve is something that we need to understand very simple. In our life, there's actually two kinds of line in our life. We call, one is the blue line. This is the blue line. All the way here is the blue line, which is what we call the money line. Right? Now, I want you to remember, the blue line is the money line. And the other line in our life is what we call, basically, the red line. Okay? The red line, basically, is what we call the responsibility line. Right? And both of this will play a very important role in our life. When we are young, usually, when we're young, the blue line is all the way down, and eventually, as we get old, it becomes up here. Why? Because when we're young, we don't have any savings. So the blue line is all the way down there, right? But as we become older, supposedly, if you know how to save properly, the blue line will eventually go up here, right? From down below, it will eventually go up here if you save properly, right? Now, while the line is going up, you have the red line, which is the responsibility line. Now, when you are young, is your red line high or low? You're right. When you're young, the red line is up here. Why? Because when you're young, you have a lot of responsibility. Number one, you have credit card debts. Your kids are young. You need to send them to school. You have salary to pay for house, for rent, for all the bills. Those are all responsibility. That's why the red line is all the way up here. But as your kids become older, they finish college. And then at the same time, you pay your debts. So the red line will actually be going down as you become older. So it's very important that you understand these two lines in your life. Remember again, the red line is the money line. The red line is the responsibility line. And the blue line actually is the money line. Okay? So if you want to make sure your life will become financially free, you need to make sure the two lines will intersect with each other like this here. It intersect. So when intersect and you become older, the blue line will already up here. What does it mean when the blue line is up here? It means to say you have enough savings to become financially free. And when the blue line is up here, actually the red line will now become down here. What does the red line mean when it's down there? It means you're now become debt-free. So very simple. When you're young, your blue line is down, your red line is up, which is your responsibility line. As you become older, your responsibility will go down, and then your money line will go up, so it intersects. Big problem. Some people, as they become older, the red line doesn't go down. The red line go up. And their blue line, instead of go up, their blue line go down. So the two lines doesn't intersect. And when the two lines doesn't intersect, you have a problem in the financial industry. Because you want to make sure that your savings should go up and your responsibility should go down, right? As you become older, there should be part in your life that when you become older, you can say that you now can live on interest alone, or you can now allow money to work for you. When your money is up here, you're now letting money work for you, and you have less responsibility. So the question now is, if you know that it needs to intersect, how do you let the blue line go up? Because you now understand, Joen, I understand. But I have a lot of debts, and I don't have money. So what do I need to do? You need financial education. We're going to teach you how to do it yourself so that the blue line up here will go up here, right? Because if the blue line will go up here, by default, the red line here will go down here. So are you ready to learn how to let the blue line go up? My next slide is teaching you exactly how to let the blue line go up so that your red line, the responsibility line, will go down so that the money line, the blue line, will go up. Let me share to you what we call the compound interest. You know, if you want to let money work for you, the first thing you need to understand is you need to understand how money works. Because money will never work for you if you don't understand how money works. And money works only in one way. It works in what we call compound interest. Say it. Works in compound interest. And what is compound interest? A lot of people will describe it. But actually, Albert Einstein called compound interest one of the most wonderful things in the world to creating wealth. Why is that? Because this is one formula that if you understand it, your money can compound. The interest will earn interest, and the growth of your money becomes tremendous. But a lot of people do not understand this. Today, it's very simple. I'll teach you compound interest as simple as I can, which is actually the doubling of money. Okay? When you start to save money, the first thing in your mind that you should ask is, when will my money double? Right? So if you put 1,000 pesos right now, the next question is, when will your 1,000 become 2,000? It's as simple as that. That is, in a certain way, to understand compound interest. So let's just assume that you earn 1% right now in a financial institution. When will your 1,000 become 2,000? Well, you can compute through calculator, if you know how to use calculus, I think. You can also use a computer to understand when your money will double. But another way that is very simple to understand is what we call rule of 72, which is the compound interest computation. Rule of 72 simply states that you divide 72 by the interest rate of your money. You will estimate the number of years it will take your money to double. Let me repeat this. Divide 72 by the interest rate of that financial institution, and you can estimate the number of years your money will double. So let's set an example, and I'm going to go in very slow so that you will understand. So you divide 72 by, let's just say, 1% of that financial institution's rate of return. Let's say 1%. Let's make it simple, just 1%. That will give you 72 divided by 1 will be 72 years before your 1,000 pesos will become 2,000. How do we apply that in your age? Let's just say, okay, you have a chance to be young today. It doesn't matter if you're age 50 or 60. Today, let's assume you are age 30. Okay? So it's our secret today, you're age 30. Right? And you put 1,000 pesos at age 30. When will your 1,000 become 2,000? At what age? Well, divide 72 by the interest rate. Will estimate the number of years it take your money to double. So, 72 divided by 1%, right, is 72 years. So, if you're age 30 today, and you have 1,000 pesos, and it's earning at 1%, how many years will it double? It will double in 72 years. Exciting, right? No, I'm just kidding. It's challenging and frustrating. It will take 72 years. It means to say, if you're age 30 right now, plus 72 years, how old will you be? You will be 102 years old before your 1,000 pesos becomes 2,000. And no one imagined that it will take that long. Because most of the time, I ask a person, hey, when will your money double? And they say, oh, it will double in 5 years, it will double in 6 years. No one really knows exactly when their money will double because they never learn the compound interest. Today, you'll understand exactly how your money will double. The first thing I want to share to you is what we call the red side. The red side is earning at 4%. So if it's earning at 4%, how many years will your money double? Yes, you apply the formula, right? 72 divided by 4%. And that will give you, actually, it will give you 18 years before your money will double. So let's, again, you have a chance to become younger today. You're now age 29. So it doesn't matter what age you are, as long as today, you're age 29. So when will your money double in 4%? Every 18 years. So 29 plus 18 is 47, plus another 18 is 65. So your 100,000 actually will become 400,000. See? It's not that hard to understand. So from the red, let's go to the blue. What if your money is earning at 8%? When will your money double? Yes, 72 divided by 8% will give you 9 years. So your money will double every 9 years. So, again, you are young, age 29, with the same amount of money, 100,000. Right? Same amount, same age. But it doubled every 9 years. So from 29 to 38 to 47, right? To 56 and then to 65. Your 100,000 actually will become 1.6 million. So for the same amount of money, instead of earning 400,000, you will earn 1.6 million. Why? Because of compound interest. Let's make this a little bit more exciting, right? Let's look at basically, what if your money is earning at 12%? When will your money double? 72 divided by 12% will give you 6 years before your money will double. It's not that hard to understand, right? At 12%. So, same age, 29. Every 6 years, it will double up to age 65. Same amount of money, 100,000, but you will retire with 6.4 million. Now, how is that, Joen, that the same amount of money at the same age can earn 400,000 or it can earn 6.4 million? Big difference. If you have a choice right now, which one would you like to retire? Would you like to retire on the blue side or would you like to retire on the red side? I'm sure I know the answer. Of course, everybody would like to retire on the blue side. But the problem is, most of us today, if we're not financially educated, most of the time, we're actually saving on the red side. And let me ask you, if you help a person today save from the red side, and they now save on the blue side, will you change their life? Will you create wealth for them? Yes, I know what you're saying. Is there such a thing as earning between 8 to 12% in a legal way? Yes. There are a lot of products out there. If you're financially educated, you should be able to earn between 8 to 12% if you understand the financial industry. And if you have the right financial foundation, and you have the right financial education. A lot of people that we know right now are always saving on the red. In fact, they're saving below red. Let me talk to you also about inflation. Inflation is something that you need to learn to make sure that you're saving above inflation. Because if you don't save above inflation, you're actually losing money. But if you look at this side right now, which one will allow your blue line, the money line, to go up faster? Is it the red or the blue? The blue will allow your money line to go up faster, because if you let the money line go faster, the red line will go down faster. Again, this is not a product. This is just a concept to let you understand how important it is to have proper understanding on compound interest so that you can do it yourself and be able to save on the right financial vehicle. Let me share to you this concept about, do you know the difference between savings and investment? See, there's the right way in saving and there's a wrong way in saving. And a lot of people think as long as they're saving, they're okay. No. A lot of good people save the wrong way. And you gotta learn to understand the difference between savings and investment. A lot of people do not understand the word mutual fund. What is mutual fund? They think mutual fund is just reserved for the wealthy. They think that only the wealthy people can do mutual fund. Actually, mutual fund, you can even start mutual fund with 500 pesos. Because mutual fund is actually allowing the average person to be able to earn what the wealthy people are earning. You got to understand that the rich get richer is good, but the average person also have a right to become wealthy. Mutual fund is something that most likely will help a lot of people retire wealthy. They can use it for their education. They can use it for a lot of things. But you will never understand mutual fund unless, yes, you got to learn how to do it yourself. With IMG membership, we will have financial education that will let you understand the proper way in using mutual fund so that you can attain your financial goals in life. You know, you got to understand that you cannot save below inflation. Let's just say inflation right now is at 3%. And the interest rate of your financial institution is 1%. Are you really saving the right way or are you saving the wrong way? Well, if inflation is at 3 and you're earning at 1, 1 minus 3, you're negative 2%. So your money is not growing. Your money is losing. Now, I know it's a little bit hard to understand, so I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. What is inflation? Let's assume, imagine a stock of money worth 100,000. Let's say 100 bills stuck together, and this is the thickness of 100,000. Okay? 30 years ago, the thickness of 100,000 is this thick. 30 years after, the thickness of the 100,000 remains the same. The same thickness. But 30 years ago, the 100,000 can buy you a house and lot. That 100,000, the same thickness, buys you a house and lot. 30 years after, right now, same thickness, 100,000, can only buy you a garage. So what happened to your whole house? If the 100,000 can now just buy a garage, inflation eat the whole house. When you save the wrong way, inflation, you can lose money because of inflation. So when you want to save money, the first thing you need to understand, aside from compound interest, is you need to understand how to make sure your saving is always higher than inflation. And there's a lot of products out there that can, if you know how to use it properly and you know how to do it yourself, you should be able to understand mutual fund. Let me share to you another part, life insurance. A lot of people doesn't like insurance. In fact, when they hear the word life insurance, they run away. They think it's an expense. In reality, life insurance is not an expense. It's actually, a lot of people just misunderstood life insurance because they don't understand life insurance. You got to learn how to understand life insurance because nowadays, life insurance, long time ago, they think life insurance is only one type. You die, they pay. You don't die, they don't pay. Nowadays, life insurance has investment, has health care, has so many other products out there. And a lot of people do not understand the complexity of life insurance. And life insurance can actually be very simple as long as you understand what life insurance is all about. And who will teach you about life insurance? No one else is going to teach you about life insurance except you got to learn how to do it yourself. We will guide you, IMG will guide you so that you'll understand the different types of insurance out there, and then you would know what is the best kind of insurance. Is it the insurance with the health care? Is it the insurance with savings? Is it the insurance? There's a lot of different types of insurance out there that you need to learn. But what's best for you? Well, if you're part of IMG, you'll be able to do it yourself and learn what's the best for you. What about this? Do you know about long-term care? A lot of people hear long-term care, but they don't really understand because most of the time, they only know one kind of health care, and that is what we call the normal short-term care. It's usually the health care that you pay every year, and the company actually gives it for free for some employees. The problem with short-term care, and don't get me wrong, it's pretty good. The only problem is sometimes that particular healthcare would only take care of you up to age 60 or 65. But most of the people get sick not when they reach the age of 60 or 65. You're actually going to get sick beyond age 65. And that's the reason why some short-term HMO will not take care of you at age 60, 65, beyond 60 and 65, because they know that that's when you're going to get sick. Then it's useless. So you need to make sure the second layer of the short-term care is what we call long-term care. Someone to take care of you when you get old. When you actually going to get sick, you need a good health care, which is the long-term care. Long-term care is something that you start doing the health care, but most of the time you'll be using it later on when you get old. Actually, not just when you get old, beyond 65, all the way till probably when we're no longer in this world. And a lot of people work in their company for the next 20, 30 years, and they ride on what we call the health care of that particular company. The problem with that, it's good. Problem with that is when you resign, you cannot bring that health care with you. It's left within that company because the one that holds the policy actually is that company. It's not you. You have a health card that is being right onto that master policy, which is good, something very good. But the problem is, what if you retire? Can you still continue to have that card? Again, when you retire, you remove that contractual with your employer. And also, what if you resign? So when you have a long-term care, it's something that the policy is within you. So when you retire, you bring it with you. When you resign, you bring it with you. So long-term care is something that a lot of people don't understand, but in reality, most people will need. Again, how do I get that long-term care? Where do I get that long-term care? Well, you got to learn how to do it yourself and become, as part of our financial education in IMG, we will guide you exactly how to have long-term care. Again, that's another part that a lot of people need to understand. Let me share to you the high cost of education. A lot of people always want to make sure that they send their kids to a good school. But in order for you to send your kids to a good school, you got to start to save correctly in a proper financial institution so that you can be able to provide a good education for your family. Again, how do you do that? How do you create your own financial, educational, or let's just say your own education program? Can you do your own educational program? Yes, you can. Ask me how. You got to learn how to do it yourself, but we'll guide you. It's very doable to create your own financial educational program, right, for your kids. And it can be done by guiding you step by step. If you're part of IMG, you can do it yourself. How do you protect your future? A lot of people have a lot of assets, but it's very sad sometimes. We see a lot of people who have assets in their family, but when someone passes away, they start fighting among each other with the assets of their family. Sometimes brothers sue each other. Sometimes sister, brother fight each other simply because the family forgot to create a will. So if you want to protect your future, you want to protect your asset, you got to learn how to do it yourself. We'll guide you. But again, make your own will. It's very important that you work so hard and you create a lot of assets. Say you have some property, you have a house, you have other things. You want to make sure, you never can tell, you want to make sure you'll always have a will. And here in IMG, we can also guide you and teach you about that. What about this? It's a new world of possibilities. Again, as what I said, why do you want to become a member? Because people believe nowadays that by becoming a member, they're able to save money, they get a lot of benefits, and in the long run, they'll learn so much things. So in IMG, it's a membership platform, and we have a lot of things that we can show you in the benefit, and some of this I will discuss today. One of the most important benefits that we have is what we call financial education. You know, when you go out there, a lot of people now enroll to a lot of different financial seminars. They pay $10,000, some people pay $20,000, some people pay $5,000. every seminar that they attend. And they're not even sure if they'll learn a lot of things. With IMG, our financial seminars are included in the membership, so it becomes free. You know, we have workshops. Remember always that sometimes a lot of people, even if they have a lot of money, they lose all this money because of lack of financial education, right? So I want to share to you that with IMG's membership, basically all the workshop and most of our financial seminars are actually free. In fact, if you join our company, I'm gonna give you this book. This is part of the free book, which is called The Secret in Saving and Building Your Future. It's actually how to become your own financial educator. Why how to become your own financial educator? Because no one else can educate you except yourself. But you need a good guidance, and we have included this The Secret of Saving and Building Your Future, and to become your own financial educator through this book. And as a member, aside from the seminars that we've given you, this is included already. Included in each of your membership, there's an ebook that's been given to you, and you can understand healthcare, you can understand life insurance, you can understand mutual fund. Everything is actually in this book. And a lot of people think, oh, financial education is only for the wealthy. You're very wrong. Financial education is for everyone and not just for the wealthy. The wealthy is good, they learn a lot, but the average person also have a right to become wealthy. And you can learn from this book included in your membership. Another part that's included in your membership is our workshop. We have different workshops that's included already, and we will continue to guide you and learn, and you can understand a lot of the different financial industry because, again, if you want to become wealthy, you want to learn all these things, you got to learn how to do it yourself. Okay? Let me teach you another benefit. Number 2 benefit in our membership is actually financial checkup. A lot of people do not understand what you mean by financial checkup. You know, in order for us to be healthy physically, you need to have what you call a medical checkup every year. Once a year, company will let you go to what we call a medical checkup to make sure you're physically healthy so that you can work properly and you become, you will not be a burden to the company. But they forgot one thing. There's actually more sick people in the pocket than sick in health. So aside from medical checkup, which is very important, actually you also need financial checkup every year. In fact, you can need a financial checkup maybe every 6 months. Because, you know, even a person who is physically healthy but have financial problem might not feel healthy at all. So it's very important you address financial checkup. But a lot of people, sometimes they don't do. In fact, I have a lot of friends that I ask, when was your last financial checkup? And they said, maybe they haven't done ever. So for the past 20 years, 30 years, or 10 years in their job, they never have a single financial checkup. That's the reason why a lot of people are not financially healthy or are financially sick. Not because they don't want to become wealthy, except they forgot financial checkup. And that financial checkup is actually included in IMG, or will teach you how to do it yourself. You can do your own financial checkup, and you can have your own financial checkup anytime, and you can also do financial checkup for some of your friends. Why do you need financial checkup? When do you need it? Minimum at least once a year, or every time your life will change. Let's assume this year you inherit some money. You need financial checkup. What if this year you lose a job? You need financial checkup. What if this year you got promoted? You need financial checkup. What if this year you went into a business? You need financial checkup. What if this year your kids went to college? You need financial checkup. What if this year your wife gave birth? You have a new kid. You need financial checkup. You need financial checkup all the time, okay, to be able to stay financially healthy. As a member of IMG, you can be part and understand to do your own financial checkup. In fact, we can also actually give you, we have a special, with the Associate Financial Planner, we have an exclusive way to make you a financial educator. If you want to learn to be certified, you can do it through IMG, and then we will be able to certify you, and you can become your own financial educator, and at the same time become an associate financial planner that's certified. Another one that I want to share to you is, as a member of IMG, you get free gifts. Remember what I told you? Why do people become members? They become members because they like the free gifts. One of the free gifts we have is that automatically, depend on certain reasons, but on an average, you have a personal accident for free from 100,000 all the way to 300,000, absolutely free if you're part of IMG. The minute you join, you already have accidental insurance right away. Another free thing that you can get is you can actually have another 50,000 of life insurance. Through Fidelity Life, you can have 50,000 life insurance. And that's included in your membership. It's free, and at the same time, you can actually use it even for your memorial services later on. So again, that's included for free. You have a free 50,000 life insurance. Another free thing, you also have free vision care. In some parts, you get free eyeglasses, free frame, 2 frames actually every year, as long as you're a member of IMG. So again, that's again free for you as become a member of IMG. Another thing is what we call free consultation in Kaiser Medical Center. As long as you're a member, even if you don't have a health card, as long as you're a member with IMG, you go to Kaiser Medical Center, and your consultation with the doctors is absolutely free, as much as you like, included in your membership. Plus, you get certain discounts if you have certain procedures that you want to do. So again, that's included in your membership is free consultation. That alone, the consultation alone in the different Kaiser Medical Center clinics is already something so good, just become a member. What about this? Access to Kaiser long-term care. Again, that's what I said. There's 2 kinds of health care, short-term care, long-term care. So if you're part of IMG, you can have access to be able to have this an exclusive product under IMG that you can acquire under Kaiser, which is the Kaiser long-term care. Another thing that we can show you is what we call Most 18. This is a life insurance. And this is one of the best things there is in life insurance, is because it's a life insurance, but the cost of the life insurance is so small, and the rest of it goes to savings account, like a mutual fund or any kind of funds that can go. So you can have more savings, and you still have insurance, but you can have more savings into it. And that is what we call Most 18. It's called multiple option super term. Why is it called multiple option super term? It's multiple option because the insurance and the savings are together to be able to have different options for you. The insurance can be for your health care, for your retirement. It can be for anything. A lot of people out there, they have life insurance, but usually they cannot have multiple options. With Most 18, and you have access through Manila Bankers Life, this is part of the access that you can have access exclusively under IMG. Oh, this is the best part. Mutual fund. Usually, mutual fund, there's always what you call a service fee or an entry fee. In fact, if you buy life insurance right now that's variable, usually what you don't realize when you buy a life insurance that's variable, you don't see the fee. It's there. You can check. The investment fee is somewhere between 2% to about as high as 8%. I've seen people get charged 2% to as high as 8% just for their investment in the variable life insurance. Now, that's a big amount that you don't realize. But in reality, actually, if you work with IMG as a member, your fee or service fee or your entry fee is actually 0. So you can actually buy a cheap insurance out there and then put your money in mutual fund, and the fee in the mutual fund, instead of paying 2 to 8%, you're actually paying 0. You're right, because the savings on the fee can be included in your money that can earn, again, interest. Remember what I was talking to you about compound interest? 1 peso saved is 1 peso earned. So what do I mean by this? The 1 peso that you save can be invested And that income can actually earn again, and that income again that can continue to earn. So a peso saved is a peso earned. So it's very important that you understand that the fee is zero. Right? And because you're an IMG member, instead of paying 2 to 8%, the fee is zero. On top of that, there's another something very good in IMG when you become a member. In IMG, we actually plant a seed for you. Because when you become an IMG member right now, you now have automatically 1,000 pesos inside a mutual fund. So that 1,000 pesos is free for you when you join IMG. And that's the seed for you that you can let it grow. You can continue putting money there as long as you got to learn how to do it yourself. You know, instead of letting other people do it, you learn how to do it yourself. If you do it yourself, you save money and you can continue to grow. Again, let me repeat this. Maybe you're not able to hear it. Nowadays, the minute you join IMG, automatically you get a free 1,000 pesos inside the mutual fund, which is the seed to grow your future. And you can become wealthy if you totally understand the proper financial education. We also have this, access to online trading. By the way, I do not do online trading. I just don't know how to do it. And I just feel it's not for me. But a lot of members in IMG do online trading. We are accredited through Abacus, which is their My Trade. And for some of you who are used to trading, you can actually join IMG, go to My Trade. And the platform for trading online, you can trade it through mobile phone, you can trade it through the computer, but at the end of the day, the platform is actually free as long as you're part of IMG. So for the people who like to trade, you can actually go through My Trade for free without any fee just because you're a member of IMG. We have Ozone, which is, this one is specifically only in Kaiser Medical in Makati, which is really done for some people who are already old and they like to have some ozone, so you get some discounts there. So again, that's another access there. Let me share to you what we call the Dominate tool. Dominate tool is what we call our online marketing. It's a platform in IMG. And usually in the platform of IMG, you get to be able to market our products online. And most of the time, for you to have this kind of tool, you pay a subscription fee. You pay a certain fee to other companies. But if you're part of IMG, the IMG Dominate tool, which is the digital marketing tool, are all free for you. So we can teach you, guide you. Again, if you want to have your online business, you got to be able to learn how to do it yourself. But we have the tools to guide you and help you. Nowadays, they're saying it's very hard to succeed in the new industry nowadays if your business doesn't have anything online. So let me talk to you. If today you are in business, but you have nothing online right now, it's nice to start right now because you cannot survive in this business without anything online. And if you don't know how to do an online business, you don't need to pay anybody. You don't need to be too far away. You join IMG, and basically, we can teach you how to do it yourself through the Dominate tool. We also have discounts in what we call non-life. You know, non-life are the car insurance, the fire insurance, travel insurance. It's all non-life products. And basically, every time, let's just say you have a car and you bought car insurance for the past 10 years, when was the last time you got a big discount? As in, something really good. Now, if you become a member of IMG, a lot of people tell us that their car insurance, they didn't realize it, that they were paying too much, and the minute they become a member, they get a discount for their fire insurance for their house, they get a big discount for their car insurance, they get a big discount for their travel insurance, because we'll teach you how to do it yourself. And then when you get that discount, what are you going to do with that discount? You can reinvest. You can buy healthcare for your discount. You can probably put money in mutual fund when you get a discount. Imagine for the past 10 years, if you could have just saved all those discounts, how much money would have already earned. Remember what I said a while ago. A peso saved is a peso earned. So it's very important, and we're not just working with one non-life insurance. We're a financial broker, so you can actually carry all the products that we have, and you can get all the discounts that you want. So remember, if you have not gotten a good discount for the past many years, it's not too late. Make sure you join IMG, and then at the same time, you get all these discounts. You know, I love discounts because the money I save is the money I earn. Okay? What about discounts in real estate? A lot of people, they want to get a discount, but they're not a realtor. So how can you go to Ayala Land or SMDC or other, what do you call this, and ask for a discount? You cannot get a discount, basically, because you're not a realtor. But however, if you're part of IMG, we get the volume discount because we actually do a lot of purchases for them. And as a member, you're riding on that discount. Again, you know, the discounts are actually pretty good. And you can learn more, but because we're going to teach you how to be able to buy your own condominium by doing it yourself. Because if you do it yourself, you can create a big discount. And the discount that you're going to get, what they're going to do with it, of course, a peso save is a peso earn. We also have Haven of Infinity. Haven of Infinity is one of the big memorial parks in Batangas, and they realized that IMG is such a big company that they would like to give us a discount. So they're giving a discount between 10 to 15% discount if you buy through IMG, and that's exclusive for IMG. Why are they giving that discount? Again, because we're doing a volume. If you're just buying one lot, they're not going to give you a discount. But because you're going through IMG, you're getting the discount because IMG is getting that benefit of having a volume discount. That's just being smart. Another thing is we have about 4 guys that are consultants. They have their own institution. And if you want to learn more about online, they will also teach you. And again, they're giving discount exclusive for IMG. Everest. Everest is a service that is free for you as an IMG member. The Everest is what we call the memorial services. You know, when you buy a memorial product, a lot of people already know that a memorial product is expensive. But they still buy. Compared to a life insurance, memorial product is more expensive. But why do they still buy? They want to buy because they want to make sure that when those things happen in their life, when someone passes away in their life, their family, they want to be able to call someone and someone will guide them exactly what needs to be done. Right? And that's the reason why they're willing to pay more. Let me tell you today. Today, that person that you can call when something happens is free in IMG. So you don't need to buy those expensive memorial products. You can buy life insurance, which is cheap, and you can use that life insurance actually to use it for your memorial needs. And you don't have to worry about it will take long because of Everest. So you can actually buy a cheap life insurance, or you can buy a healthcare at the same time use that part of the benefit and call Everest. And this service, this memorial service, Everest Memorial Service Concierge Service, actually becomes free. So the most important thing is the minute you're a member of IMG, if something happens, you can just call Everest 24/7, and you can use it, and some of your products can incorporate it as part of your memorial. So that you save, instead of buying a memorial product, you can just have the memorial service and use part of your life insurance for your memorial services. Again, a peso save, peso earn. If you know how to do it yourself. See, you got to learn how to do it yourself. We will guide you. We'll have the workshop for you, as what I told you. We'll have the workshop for you. We'll have the seminars for you. And all of that is included in your membership. We also have the asset preservation services. Asset preservation services is something that this is the company that will guide you how to create your own will. So if you have a lot of asset, you want to make sure it's preserved properly. And the only way to help preserve that properly, to create your own company, to create your own corporation, to be able to make sure that it is have the right will to be able to give to your family. Again, we have that service in IMG. What about the auto program? Another benefit in IMG's auto program. Let's just say you want to buy a car and you go to a dealer. the dealer will not really give you a big discount if you're only buying one car. Well, what if we have IMG have accredited dealers, and we're buying multiple cars? We're not just buying one car, we're buying every week cars. So this dealer technically give us what we call a corporate discount, or what we call a fleet discount, right? And now, if you buy through IMG, even if you're just buying one car, you're riding on to the fleet discount or corporate discount of IMG. So a lot of people save, from 5,000 pesos all the way to 50,000 to 80,000. I've heard of someone even saving about 100,000 by buying the car through our auto program. Again, why are they able to save? Why are dealers giving us a better price? Very simple. Because we work with them all the time. We do a volume discount. So in order for you to have a volume discount, you cannot buy one car. So if you're a member of IMG and you're just buying one car, or you're abroad and you come here and you don't have enough time, you can then go to the auto program of IMG and we'll give you already the discounted price of the corporate discount. Again, that service is there for you as a member of IMG. What about rewards? Well, the best reward for me is actually being in the financial industry. Being a financial educator is for me one of the best things that happened in my life. When you become a financial educator, it pays well, but at the same time, you change people's life. So in IMG, you can actually, if you choose to, aside from all the membership benefit out there that I have talked to you about, you can actually become your own financial educator, right? Let me put this here. Financial educator. So you can have your own time, become debt-free, the extra money that you give. So if you are able to help yourself, let's just say you're able to learn how to do it yourself and save money, would you like to do a financial education to some of your friends? And every time you help some of your friends change their life, you can also benefit from it. So by becoming a financial educator, you can have a lot of rewards. If you join IMG and you want to become a financial educator, we will guide you step by step, and it's free. We'll guide you step by step how to become your own financial educator. Right? So why is it good? Again, one of the things in the financial industry is it has its own rewards. One of the best rewards as a financial educator is you can travel the world. I always ask a lot of people, do you want to travel the world? And I have not met anybody yet that don't like to travel the world. But most of the time they say, but do you want to pay for it or do you want to make it free? In IMG, you could travel the world for free. A lot of us already was able to travel the world for free because the financial industry, the financial educators industry, actually is a very good industry, and it has a lot of rewards. And I hope that if you want to become a financial educator, that you will travel with us in our conventions, in our super trips. And I hope to see you there. And another thing, what we do, we have recognition. We have watches and rings, and we also reward cars. Every year we reward cars. Now, not everybody will get a car, but to be honest with you, if you work pretty hard, and you help a lot of people, and you will become a good financial educator because you do this in the mission that you believe that a lot of people need our information out there. You can. Actually, I've seen a lot of us able to become successful and able to get all these rewards. One another reward that we have, which is something very simple, is we actually give also short-term care, HMO, to our marketing directors and senior marketing directors if they're able to properly be able to become a good educator and they reach certain requirements, they actually get a health card for free. Again, just by becoming an educator. So if you look at it, the worst thing that can happen to you here is you learn a lot of things, right? But the best thing that can happen to you here is you're gonna get a lot of rewards, right? Let me share to you our mission here. If you understand this thing, we have the book that's most important, the minute you join, but we can also give you clips. In our book, if you're not ready yet, we have clips in our book, as long as basically you, after my presentation, I hope you learned something. What we want you to do is fill up the membership benefit checklist. It's free. To fill up the membership benefit checklist, it's actually free, right? After this event, talk to the person who let you attend this event and tell them that you'd like to fill up the membership benefit checklist. And if you want a copy or snippets of our book, we can also give that to you, right? But the most important thing is this event will be useless if you don't fill up the checklist. The checklist is actually free. I want you to be part of our mission. I want you to be part of our mission. We have a mission we call 10M 2025. It means to say we want to go out there together with you, if you will be part of our mission, to financially educate 10 million families by 2025. Okay, I think there's over 100 million Filipinos out there. So 10 million are actually very small. We would like to make it even bigger by educating people. Financial ignorance is the one that creates poor people. You know, our mission is actually to be able to educate a lot of families. We are anti-poverty through financial education. We're anti-ignorance through financial education. We would like you to be part of our company. And I hope if you're part of our company, I'll be able to see you in some of our conventions. I'll be able to see you in some of our seminars. I'll be able to see you in our travels. And we will have fun together. And I hope today I have a chance to change your life. What somebody did to me 20 years ago, I have a chance to hopefully do it for you. And hopefully I will be seeing you very soon together with our campaign, our financial education.